Hey guys, look, it's the Doom public beta. So recently something's come to my attention and I feel like I need to make a video addressing it to you guys. So a lot of you may have noticed the gameplay I had in yesterday's video was the Doom public beta, which actually closed a few hours after uploading that video. And from the look of things, the views, the like ratio, it was all good, but some of the comments were really ripping into the video, nothing to do with the content or what I was talking about, but more solely to do with Doom being the background gameplay. And that was the sole reason for people criticizing the video. And honestly, getting hate not because of the video, but because of the fucking background gameplay, I definitely had kind of a mixed reaction to it.
Okay,
So after getting that response, I did a bit of research and the Doom beta has been absolutely slammed on Steam. It's probably one of the worst reviewed AAA games I've ever seen in my entire life. Now, because of the overwhelming negative reception, it can't just be one reason why it was received so poorly. It's got to be a multitude of reasons. I mean, just to throw a few examples in there, people are complaining saying it's not like the old Doom, it's become too much like Halo or Call of Duty, just another modern military shooter. And honestly, in summary, I can understand those points. I definitely can. I've never been a hardcore Doom gamer, hear me out, but I've played the original Dooms. I've played Doom 1, 2, and 3, and they were great experiences. I mean, what people need to understand is Doom was never a story-heavy game. It was always about killing and shooting pretty much everything in sight. If you want a first-person shooter that's about story more than action, go play a Valve game. Go play Half-Life or Portal. They have great stories attached to them. Now, one of the reoccurring criticisms of the game in the reviews was people talking about how much it's too much like Call of Duty. Like, for example, with the weapon customization and the emotes. Now, after seeing that point, it was pretty fucking retarded because, let's be fair, think about it. Literally every single game at this point has the whole top 3 players and then they do stupid emotes or taunts. I mean, the earliest I remember was Far Cry 3, but I'm pretty sure it predates that by quite a lot. This whole taunt thing at the end of the match is literally nothing new and people giving it so much shit, it's really unnecessary.
I'm not stooping down to their level. Here.
serious?
Sure. Go. Enjoy life. Psst. What the fuck? Serves a fucking pig right!
And also about the weapon customization, that really isn't that bad. I mean, from the beta alone, there was a lot you could choose from. You could put different patterns on your guns, you could choose primary and secondary colours. The game also went next step as well by being able to choose the wear and tear of your gun. Like, for example, you could make it look completely pristine, or you could make it look rusted as fuck and barely working. I honestly love that touch because I can't really think of any games off the top of my head that have that ability. Sure, a lot of games let you add a camo or a colour, but choosing the rust quality or the actual condition of your gun is a really nice feature. But on the other side of the coin, people could really complain about that, and it's totally understandable. Take Counter-Strike Global Offensive, for example. There's an entire economy built around the skins in that game. You've got factory new all the way down to battle scarred, and you don't get to choose these qualities. You can either buy them or you can unbox them in a case. And honestly, there is such a contrast between the two games because you've got this one game where you could choose how rusted or how clean your gun looks, and in the other game you just hope you get something of higher quality because it'll look nicer and it'll probably be worth more money in the economy. The Doom gun customization is honestly going to be good in my opinion because it's going to be one of the first games where people are probably going to want to purposely make their gun look like shit. They're probably going to purposely rust the gun to make it look more worn, like it's been used a lot more often, and that's a really nice feature. But of course, in no way am I saying that the Doom skins are better than the CSGO skins or vice versa, you know? They're two completely different themes. Even though they're both first-person shooters, they're both on completely different levels. You'll always have people that have differing opinions. You'll want the guy that'll work weeks to get a skin or an item in a game, and then you'll want the more casual gamer that'll just want it given to them instantly with no grinding needed. Doom is just a game that's trying something different in that aspect, and I can really commend it for that. Now, one criticism I actually have to lay out myself is the fact how there's no weapon attachments. There's a lot of colours and camos, but weapon attachments seem to be pretty non-existent. I mean, to an extent, this is understandable. I mean, you couldn't exactly put a silencer on a plasma rifle. I actually have no idea how that would work. I mean, to an extent, this is understandable because you can't exactly put a silencer on a plasma rifle. But it would have been nice to see different scopes with zoom in or zoom out, or maybe some kind of laser sight to increase your hipfire accuracy. Just little touches like that definitely would have added more replay value to the beta. Another problem that people complained about was the boss enemy in the beta. Basically, there was a little pickup in the game where you could turn into one of the boss enemies from Doom, really similar to how you could become a big daddy in Bioshock 2. Just this overpowered, hulking mass that could just decimate enemies. And while that sounds really good and it was well placed and balanced in Bioshock, in Doom, I do have to admit myself, being the Revenant, which is the boss enemy in the beta, was really fucking overpowered, like ridiculous. Just to put it in perspective, you know the tank in Left 4 Dead? You know how you pretty much all had to team up to take the tank down because of the amount of health it had? If the Revenant was in Left 4 Dead 2, you'd need about 16 players just to take it down, and you'd probably all fucking die anyway. Now, I can only speak about the Revenant because apparently there's going to be other boss enemies implemented, but the Revenant was the only one to make it in the beta. But to put it in perspective, it's a skeleton that flies with a jetpack, and it's got rocket launchers on its shoulders. And these rocket launchers are one-hit kill. If they hit you, you'll fucking die. And that's really annoying because you actually do get a rocket launcher as a standard weapon in the beta, and it's not a one-hit kill, not even close. You need about 3 to 4 consecutive hits to the body to score a kill. But with the Revenant's rocket launchers, you just fucking spam that shit and get instant kills. I mean, I do have to be honest, when I became the Revenant when I was recording gameplay, it was fucking amazing. You just decimate everything. But the problem is, when you're not the Revenant, which is 99% of the time, you're just going to be really pissed off, even if it's on your team. Because if it's a friendly Revenant, it's just going to go around stealing all the kills because it's a fucking boss. And if you're on the opposite side of the Revenant, you're just going to get fucking memed on so badly because there's instant kill rocket launchers.
Vital signs activated.
The only thing I know that can actually kill a Revenant pretty easily is the Ghost Rifle, but that's a pickup weapon. That's a weapon that you don't spawn with. When I used it on the Revenant, it pretty much one-hit killed it, but I didn't know its health at the time, so chances are it was probably pretty much dead anyway, and I just finished it off. But to conclude the video, form your own opinions about Doom. Don't read a bunch of Steam reviews and then think the game's total shit. It's incredibly easy, and it's pretty much the norm for people to see someone else's opinion and then use that to form their own. You need to hear both sides of the story first. I mean, is Doom a revolutionary game that's going to change the first-person shooter forever? No, not at all. But in no way is it completely shit or total waste of your time. I honestly think it's going to be really good. The weapon customization is in-depth with the colours, but lacking with the attachments. The gameplay is fun and you get a real adrenaline rush, but at the same time it can be a really difficult and hard grind because of unfair balancing, such as with the Revenant. A lot of people are complaining about the weapon loadouts and the fact that there's an XP bar and you can level up. I think that is really welcome and I'm happy to see it. I remember playing the Doom 3 single player and it was such a great experience. It started off basically like a horror game, underprepared, under-equipped, enemies everywhere, and then you gradually progressed through the game, got more guns and weapons, and then by the end of it you felt like the badass, blowing away demons with your BFG. But then I remember playing the Doom 3 multiplayer, and honestly I really hated it. It felt really empty and really bare bones, and obviously Doom is meant to be an atmospheric game. It's supposed to feel empty and lonely, that there's no friendlies in the game, but it didn't feel right. And each match basically boiled down to whoever memorized where the pickup spawned better would win the match, and I honestly don't like that. Obviously, a lot of die-hard fans out there love that kind of stuff, and that dates all the way back to Unreal Tournament and the original Doom games. But with me, the XP bar and the loadouts are welcome because it adds more replay value to the game. I'm not just going to complete a match and then go off. I'll get XP, and that'll make me want to play the next match and then level up. Honestly, I just wanted to throw my 2 cents in the situation. I was kind of caught off guard by the amount of negative response the video got solely because of the Doom gameplay, so I felt like I had to say my piece. This video isn't really for people that hate Doom and they've got good reasons to. This is for people that are more confused whether they like the game or not and they've read a lot of negative Steam reviews. Don't let other people shape your opinion. You need to form your own. To summarise, the Doom beta was a good experience. I enjoyed it. Of course there are problems with it. There need to be tweaks and balances and a bunch of other stuff, but honestly, if they're sorted out for the final product, then it's definitely going to be worth a buy. Thank you all so much for watching this video. I know it was a really long and boring one and not the usual stuff I do, but I feel like I had to throw my 2 cents in the situation and give my opinion. Thanks a lot, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.
She disappeared across the boardwalk. She keeps us